New York, a city of cities, a legend that has flowed through the pages of history. Today, we dive deep into the past to uncover the origins of this magnificent metropolis. Join us as we unfold the story of New York, from its earliest days to the bustling city it is now. Our story begins long before the skyscrapers, in a time when the Lenape people were the sole inhabitants of these lands. Turning the first pages of our history, we encounter the Lenape people. This indigenous tribe, living in harmony with the forests and rivers of Manhattan Island, had thrived here for thousands of years. Their lifestyle was in sync with the rhythm of nature. In the lush forests and along the bountiful rivers of Manhattan Island, the Lenape people thrived. Their history on these lands dates back thousands of years, long before European settlers set foot on these shores. The Lenape, known as the original people, lived in harmony with the natural world around them. Their society was organized into clans, each led by a sachem or chief, who was often chosen through matrilineal lines, showcasing a profound respect for women in their governance. The Lenape were skilled hunters, fishermen, and farmers. They cultivated maize, beans, squash, and harvested the rich natural bounty of the land and sea. Spirituality played a central role in Lenape life. They believed in a great spirit, Kishilamukong, the creator and protector, and their rituals and ceremonies reflected a deep reverence for the natural world. Theirs was a culture rich in oral traditions, storytelling, and vibrant celebrations. But the arrival of European explorers in the 17th century marked the beginning of profound changes. The Lenape's first encounters with the Dutch were initially marked by trade, particularly in furs, which were highly valued in Europe. However, this trade soon turned into land deals, which led to the gradual displacement of the Lenape from their ancestral lands. The Lenape's history is a touching chapter in New York's past, often overshadowed by the city's rapid development and modernization. Yet their legacy endures, a testament to the enduring spirit and resilience of the city's first inhabitants. So, let's turn our rudder towards the European explorers during their domination has been started. As we reach the early 17th century, the shadow of European ships fell upon these lands. In 1624, the Dutch set foot on Manhattan, naming it New Amsterdam. This new settlement marked the beginning of change and conflict. In 1664, the English swept the Dutch aside and renamed the city New York. This signified a redefinition of the city's identity and its integration into a great empire. The 18th century was illuminated by the flames of the American Revolutionary War. New York played a pivotal role in this historic struggle. The scars of war left deep marks on the city's fabric. Under British control, New York became a strategic target for American revolutionaries. The 19th century was the golden age of growth and development for New York. The completion of the Erie Canal in 1825 connected the city to America's interior, sparking an economic boom. Waves of immigration from Europe swelled the city's population, making New York one of the largest metropolises in America. The Port of New York, a gateway to the New World, witnessed the arrival of thousands of immigrants seeking new opportunities and a fresh start in America. These immigrants, primarily from Ireland, Germany, Italy, and later from Eastern Europe and Russia, brought with them their hopes, dreams, and diverse cultural heritage. The Industrial Revolution completely transformed the city. Factories, skyscrapers, and bridges were built. New York became the economic engine of America. The diversity brought by immigrants enriched the city's cultural fabric. Italians, Irish, Jews, and other ethnic groups turned New York into America's melting pot. By the early 20th century, New York had become a modern global city. Skyscrapers ascended to the heavens, and Wall Street became the heart of the world's finance. The Great Depression of 1929 deeply affected the city and its inhabitants, but New York did not give up. After World War II, the city was reborn. With the establishment of the United Nations in 1945, New York began to play a central role in international relations. World leaders, diplomats, and cultural figures walked its streets. This marked New York not just as an American city, but as a global city. The early 21st century began with a historical turning point. The September 11, 2001 attacks changed the face of the city and the world. But this tragedy also demonstrated the resilience and unity of the people of New York. The city came together to heal its wounds and grow stronger. Today, New York shines as one of the world's most diverse and dynamic cities. Art, culture, finance, and technology flow through its veins. Skyscrapers, parks, museums, and street art are testimonials to the city's richness and diversity. New York continues to move forward, carrying stories from the depths of the past. New York, a city beyond time, a unique story found on every page of history. Thank you for joining us on this magnificent journey. To support our content, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. We look forward to sharing more stories with you in our next video. Until then, farewell.